hello, what is up, This is your buddy Alert Wolf here to bring you another anime review, and this is the final review for Henneko The Hentai Prince and the Stony episode 12, and this one is called The Hentai Prince and the Memories That Don't Exist. Alright, so I'm gonna do the summary of this real fast. I'll get into the review for the episode, and then I'll give the series a review. A quick review. So, what do I think about this episode? Basically, all the foreshadowing that's been going on in the last few episodes come to fruition, and we get to see exactly what I thought would happen. But that is not to say it didn't disappoint. Basically, what happens is the scene starts off with them watching the doctor leave in a cab. It's raining like the night they left, and you know, Tatsuhiko is feeling bad because you know she said she was a failure of mother, and she really loved him, and she felt bad for saying that to her mom. We get she's really sick. We also get a moment of him talking to himself, and he's, you know, he basically, the younger him explains that, you know, why he started being friends with her, that she seemed really lonely 2 or 3 years ago, and since then he's tried to be her friend and trying to make her smile, but he can never make her really smile. And he's like, does it get older when you get old? Easier when you get older? And he goes, no, it doesn't, but you should never let a girl hear you cry, because excuse me, you know, you should not, once a girl cries, you should always do something about it. You should never like to hear a girl cry, basically. And that's, you know, and sometimes the trying's enough. So he figures that out. Then what goes down is excuse me, he goes and you know, the next day happens. He goes to get the girls, the younger versions of the girls, obviously, to help fix things. So he goes to get them, and Steel-san is she's being a little obtuse about the whole situation because she's still mad. Meanwhile, but she does want to go. Meanwhile, little Tatsuhiko is already in the cab, like, let's go, we're going to mom. And then he grabs her by the hand, they go. And again, now she's nervous about seeing her mom, and first there's a couple of funny scenes about, he goes, you should take off your clothes, and then elder Tatsuhiko stops him, and she doesn't even recognize, at first she didn't recognize the little version of herself, who's adorable, I might add. But he has them try on the clothes the mom made, and then you see how many clothes she's been making, so there's that. Then you get, mom's still sick. They finally go into the room, and she's crying because she wants her mom to be better, and they can't really tell her that, and Yoto, the smaller, goes, I hate crybabies, you know, or that's all you are, is a crybaby. However, you know, I can't stand to see a girl cry. I have to do something about that. And he goes right to his older self. He's like, yeah, that's right. And he looks, he goes, in here your mom told me there's a cat god, and this cat god grants his wishes, and one of the ways he fulfills his wishes is by taking something you don't need and giving it to those who need it. So, you know, so that's what he's gonna do, and he wishes away his memories to those who need it, to the cat god, and he glows. And then he had the little girl bow left over from when in the last episode their mother made him try on like girly clothes. So she got Steel Sun got the bow, and I believe the little swoop in his hair went to the other one. And basically, Tatsuhiko didn't want him to do this. She wanted to undo the wish because it's not fair. And he's like, no. And she's like, well, I won't go home until we undo this. And he's like, I canceled the wish. And then she's like, what? He's like, now that I think about it, she thought it was her wish that got granted, but it was his wish to understand things. So you got that moment. And then they go back to the present. It's still raining. She's sad. She's really sad. She says it's unfair. And they see the sister, and the sister's dressed up like the bomb in the crazy outfit, and she's like, well, memories are not, it doesn't matter, I want to stay here a little longer, and we'll tell them that. And so, we move forward. She's like, the four of us are a family. You and your other brother, right? Because there's two of them, even there's one of them. And so they walk away. Later, he's alone with Tatsuhiko, and she's trying to reconcile her feelings and what's going on. Now, we get some kind of explanation on his memory. The idea is, as soon as you become a memory to him, meaning you're not around any longer, his memory of you vanishes forever, basically. That's why there are holes in his memories. That's why he didn't remember some of the other girls. It's because the moment you're not around for too long and you become a memory, he gave up his memories to those who need him. So it's not just that he gave up the memories of her mom. He gave up everybody's memories. That's how all his memories, that's how that works. And he's gonna live with that burden, I guess, for the rest of his life. But she never wants him to leave. And he never wants her to leave. So in the end, they kind of kiss, and there you go. And then they wrap things up with them all going to the amusement park, and I thought that was pretty funny. What's-his-face is looking for his rabbit. They have Azusa and Tatsuhiko being the cat and dog, I thought that was pretty funny. And it ends with, and everybody's in it there. And you can see them going up and down the roller coaster. And it ends with Tatsuhiko and Yoto in a Ferris wheel that stops on the top. And then the bunny jumps down and scares him, and he's on top of her. She's like, you'll always be a hentai-san. Alright, so that's the episode. What did I think of this episode? I'm going to give this episode a 5 out of 5, and then you're going to say to me, but, Alertwolf, why? And it hit every emotional cue perfectly. I was nearly in tears with the mom being sick and the kids. That choked me up a little. I mean, I didn't cry. I'm just saying, I felt the pain, and the comedic moments were hilarious. This ended on such a strong note. I absolutely enjoyed the ending. I thought, he kind of chose, right? He kissed the one. He kind of made a decision on these 3 chicks that he could get with, and I like that. And I like the idea of the explanation of the gaps in his memory. That, so I mean, the whole thing was done rather well. I enjoyed time travel. They explained this right. And he forgot about himself once he disappeared because he became a memory to himself. How hilarious is that? But, no, I dig it. I thought this episode was just right. Showing off why you enjoyed the series. It was funny, it had drama, it choked you up a little, and it's exactly what I wanted out of this anime. So what am I going to give the anime in general? I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 for comedic purposes. It was a comedy, it was a dating comedy / drama, and it fulfilled. When it was supposed to be funny, it was hilarious. When there was some mystery, it was always pretty good. And once there was some drama, it was sad at times. So as far as this anime is concerned, for what it was supposed to be, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So, my suggestion to you, if you catch this review and you want to see the anime, marathon it if you want. It's a good time. So, click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy Alertwolf signing out.